We're at the Attack of the Moon Zombie premiere. Bob, can you feel it?
I am feeling it. We said we would be here, and we are here.
Oh, give me a little love, man. This is going to be a great experience. Thank you, fans, for coming along with us for this ride. It's going to be a great experience. I can't say enough about how this film is just going to be a great version of Chris Mihm films, and you're going to love it. So, Bob, without further ado, I have another question.
Yeah.
And the viewers want to know, what's up with the movie?
Well, see, Sid Corby is Administrator Ripley in the movie, and I'm Dr. Banks. Well, she's a method actress and is having a little trouble getting out of character, so I'm a little afraid that she does not like Dr. Banks. So I had to kind of do this to make sure that she knows it's not Dr. Banks.
Now, you tell me she doesn't like you, Bob? I mean, who would not like you, Bob? I mean, come on.
I don't know, I'm a little afraid. But anyway, besides the point,
she could be right behind you. Yeah. We wouldn't even... Anyways, this film is going to be great. You guys, thank you again for coming on for a ride from Mihmiverse. Have a great time.
We're going to start you off right now with an interview with Mitch Gonzales.
My name is Mitch Gonzales. I'm an executive producer and creature designer and maker for Attack of the Moon Zombies. I've got into this one at the beginning. This is the first time I've actually started a movie with them at the beginning, so we got to design the monsters. My background with is building monsters, you know, doing slip cast rubber masks, that sort of thing. I've done that for, you know, as a hobby for many years, and when I discovered Chris's movies, I thought, yeah, it'd be a natural fit if I can, you know, get involved with them in some productions. I think it would be a lot of fun. So, did that, and here I am making monsters for Attack of the Moon Zombies. It's fun to design something from scratch, and in this one, Chris and I had some conversations on what they're going to look like, with, you know, how they're going to function. So, we did some brainstorming. I did some sketches for Chris. We dialed in on the design, and I got to, you know, get some clay and sculpt it out, and so, you know, what you see in the movie is kind of the many hours spent by myself in my basement making this thing. So, you know, I love all of Chris's previous films, but for some reason, I don't know, this one has a different feel. It just, everybody involved there's you know, a lot of good energy that you know, we want to make a great film, and I think everybody's rising to the occasion. Everybody's bringing their A game, so to speak.
Attack of the Moon Zombies actress and costume maker Maggie Schultz is wearing this beautiful dress that she created. So we asked, who are you wearing?
Well, I am wearing this lovely dress that once was my mom's. I am wearing my mom.
You're wearing your mom. That is awesome. Let's see, what does the label say? It is...
It starts with an A.
Alfred...
Yes,
Angelo.
There you go.
That's who she's wearing. Who are you wearing tonight?
Well, this is Al Fani. This is Klein. This is Ben Sherman.
Wow, this is a very knowledgeable guy. He knows who he's wearing.
I'm wearing Kathy Lee.
I'm wearing Shannon McDonough and eBay.
This woman really knows what she's doing. Thank you from Mihmiverse and all that you do for the film, because you were great.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I haven't
you.
seen it yet. I'm excited.
I already know you're going to be great. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is George. Hey George, nice to meet you. He did my voice in Esperanto because no one else would touch it. I wonder why. Nick, they did.
Valuable prizes. You come in. Hang on. Valuable prizes. Valuable prizes. Keep this ticket.
All right, getting some great concessions here at the
Attack of the Moon Zombies premiere. This is awesome. I can't wait. I mean, this is
Dr. Banks, I cannot believe that you have come and sullied this entire...
Not Dr. Banks!
Well, since Bob is a little preoccupied, let's go to an interview with Christopher R. Mihm.
Can you tell us, Chris, what was your inspiration for Attack of the Moon Zombies? Like, where did you get the, you know, your idea for it, and just where was your inspiration built from?
Well, Attack of the Moon Zombies in particular was built on an earlier idea I had for a movie. At one point, before I made Terror from Beneath the Earth, I was going to make a movie called Attack of the Killer Robot. which was to take place on a moon base. And it was to be obviously a robot that's wandering around killing people. And I don't know where the idea for that came from, other than it was a cool classic 50s style idea. So I was going to make that one, but then that fell through for whatever reason, and that moved on toward. I was going to make another one called Escape from Planet X. That fell through because the actor Josh Craig at the time couldn't do it, and then finally I made Terror from Beneath the Earth, and then we made Destination Outer Space. After I made Destination Outer Space, I took a little time off. Usually we film these movies in the summer or the fall, summer and fall. Well, this one, because Destination Outer Space took so long, and you know, I was working on that up until pretty much the last minute, and then we did the premiere, and then we had all this, did a bunch of promotion. What ended up happening is I wanted to revisit the moon as a place, as to do a moon base, and part of the reason I did that and wanted to do a moon base was because I knew that I could build it in my basement and shoot at any time of the year. So some of it is just sheer practicality of needing to either shoot something in the snow, which I really don't want to do because we did some of that with Destination Outer Space and it was pretty unpleasant because it was so cold, and just wanting to shoot something that I could easily build, like we're doing with this, that would be something we could do in the smaller space of my basement and be able to build sets that wouldn't need to be vast because it's a moon base, so it's nice in close quarters. So some of it is just out of necessity, and so what I did is I took that beginnings of Attack of the Killer Robot, which really never went past about 20 pages and it really wasn't that good, and then changed it around to sort of taking, well, I suppose this leads into the next question. Go ahead.
Our next question is, give us the fans an idea where your inspiration came for the monster for this particular film.
So again, moving into the moon base idea, one of the things I wanted to do was obviously link it to the other movies, so I brought in Mike Cook to be Dr. Edwards again, who was, you know, from Terror from Beneath the Earth, to tie it all together. And I thought, instead of doing a killer robot, which to me, one of the big problems I had with the Attack of the Killer Robot script is it really just kind of felt like the monster Phantom Lake in space, which I didn't necessarily want to make again. So instead, I thought, well, what would be a good idea for something that would be multiple, you know, monsters? And I immediately thought zombies, which makes some sense. You can then infect the people throughout the moon base, and then you end up turning people into monsters. And that was one thing. The other thing is, I wanted to do something that had to do, obviously, a different sort of a Mihmiverse take on zombies. I didn't want to do the classic undead thing. So instead, they're dead creatures, yes, but they're actually reincarnated versions of themselves as plant monsters, a la the Mihmiverse, Mihm monster kind of thing. So I wanted to do something. I mean, in essence, they're barely zombies, but there's enough traits of zombies that Attack of the Moon Zombies works, and it's got a great ring to it. It's a great title. It tells you everything you need to know. So the monster itself, I wanted to do something that was plant-based, because I always liked, the monster Phantom Blake was plant-based, but I wanted to do something sort of similar that tied it all together, that still sort of worked with all the previous creatures and really fit into the pantheon of the creatures of my film. So I wanted to do something that was, I figured plants, spores, it all works. Why not?
Okay, I'm good.
Can you see that cake? Oh, that looks so delicious. It is a piece of art. That is really a piece of art.
You know, Ron, that reminds me, we have some concept art of the moon zombie that we have special access to. And, let's let's go and talk about it right now, and we'll share it with you. Come on. It's meat time. Yeah, we're gonna be eating.
All right, the first images we have here, you can see we have 3.
So at this point, Bob, Mitch didn't have a lot of interaction with Chris at all, really. It was just basically his own ideas in his head of what he thought the creature should be, and this is the sketching that he did. I mean, really thinks he has a phobia with people watching him. He knows the eyes all over the design there and the drawing. I mean, it's pretty intricate, but I did notice that the eyes are pretty much a lot smaller in this first sketching. The next design is kind of a mushroom look to this. You know, you notice the mushroom head there, and then the branches hanging off, or the parts of the plant that you know, definitely gets a plant feel there, but just still not the concept that probably Chris and Mitch were really trying to go for yet. Now this one, you can really, you know, get a detail of a creature that's not to be reckoned with. I see it as kind of your yard scarecrow, you know, at the local farm. You know, basically turning into a crazy monster and coming after people. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely Wizard of Oz on steroids. You can see here we are definitely getting a lot closer to what we have as the current moon zombie.
I like the intricate plant on the top, the branches, and the creature, where you didn't see that in the other sketches. You can really tell the detail there.
And you can see this one is more in line with the monster of Phantom Lake, where it's got no mouth, so it's more similar to that monster.
Now this sketch is where Mitch and Chris really were getting pretty close to the final design. Now you can see they still had no mouth, but in reality there is a mouth. It's just underneath. The idea is that they had originally thought of having the leaves over the mouth come down when it is sprayed. Instead, it turned out to be a lot easier to just take those leaves and not add them in at all, so that there's easier way for them to be sprayed. You can see that in design. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you definitely can see where this is closer to the concept that we have currently, and I can see why they went away with the leaves lowering from the face before spraying somebody. Yeah, you could have probably added that and made it really cheesy and, you know, show wires, you know, or string hanging from the leaves to really give it that B-movie,
yeah,
you know, effect.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think that the choice to just do away with it actually makes the monster better. I mean, you still get a little bit of the scare effect. I think if you would have had strings hanging from leaves, or, you know, tried to do it, it might have taken away from the monster.
Yeah, and have people focusing on that more than the actual whole creature itself, more on the mouth.
Okay, these next couple of images are molds that Mitch created for the final masks. So, as you can see here, Mitch was talking earlier about doing this in his basement, so these were probably taken in the basement of his house.
He's definitely amazingly talented. You know, this isn't something that the average person can just come up with. You gotta have some years of experience to get this to all come together like he did.
I mean, it's just like Chris has said in the interviews, taking it to the next level.
It's well put together, well designed, and it's realistic. I mean, for that to be believable for the audience is important in creating a good monster.
man, that was worth the trip itself, just coming down to hear you play that organ. Now look at that. They lowered him down there. There's pizzas down there. That's why they lowered him down, so you can have those. Anyway, holy cow, look at all you guys. There must be 2-3 dozen people in here that I can see. But it's me, Dr. Ivan Cryptosis. I'm the official horror host, pitchman, what have you, for the films of the, oh, thank you very much. Just money is fine. Let me present to you the filmmaker, Christopher R. Mihm.
Thank you. I have to do this. There are five people in this room who were integral to making sure that this film, which I absolutely love and cannot wait for you to see, got made. So I want the following people to stand up. Mark Hader. Steve Stanley. Rudy Giannari. Jason Bowen, where are you? Mitch Gonzales. Mitch. And Ryan Bachner. These five people are the executive producers of the film who gave lots of time, effort, talent, energy, and money to make sure it got made and done and is as great as I know you all think it is. So, thank you very much, guys. I love you. And without further ado, let's watch a movie.
Yeah, you're good. You're legit. Well, hello there. 977983. So can we hold you responsible for everything that happened in that film?
We can neither confirm nor deny it.
Okay. Yeah, it's counterfeit.
Oh, Bob, this film has been awesome. This night's been awesome. What did you think?
Yeah, I had a great time, and it was an excellent film. And if you have a chance to go see it in a theater, go do it. But if you can't,
pick up the DVD.
Yes,
pick up the DVD because it's going to be well worth it. This was a great experience. I'm so glad you fans came along with us. Thank you very much. And from Mihmiverse, keep watching Chris's films because he is awesome.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.